Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, tech heads. This is Dalton and Cloud here. Uh, Today we have another certification video coming out to you. This is going to be by AWS, Amazon Web Services. This is going to be another cloud-based certification. Before we get into today's video, if you could go ahead, hit that subscribe button, as well as tap that notification bell so you could get future updates for more videos like this, and go ahead and give the video a like. It will greatly help us so that we could get this video out to more people to help them get the resources they need to get certified. Without further ado, let's begin. All right, so here we are on the primary AWS screen as far as where you'll go to schedule the exam with whatever preferred vendor you like, or if you would want to go in person, you could do that as well. Um, so here you have exam guide and sample questions you could download just so you could have an idea if you've, for example, for the questions, you could get an idea of what the questions will be like if you've not taken a Amazon Web Services exam before. There's an answer sheet here at the bottom as well, uh, just so you could kind of get an understanding, and they describe why an answer is the way it is, or why an answer is what it is, and it will give you links so it you could go and you could actually research and see why it was that answer. And then here it's going to be similar to what we've seen on other websites, where it just kind of goes a little bit more into the different domains. It's recommendations for what you need to know, as well as the exam content. So that's just some of the resources we have here. Um, Overall, the exam is going to be $150. The practice exam is going to be $20. They're going to give you 130 minutes to take the exam. This is an associate level, so this is not like the cloud practitioner, which we've gone over before in one of our previous videos. This is a little bit more advanced. There's going to be 65 questions, either multiple choice or multiple response. Now, from what I've heard, the developer associate is actually going to be more one of the easier associate level certifications to take. It usually goes developer associate, uh, the solutions architect associate, then the sysops associate as far as difficulty level. Now things may have changed. I've not done too much research since I've passed my solutions architect associate exam into the difficulty level and how things have changed over the year. Um, However, just so you're aware, that is the knowledge that I'm privy to. So first off, I just want to go over this. We're gonna switch the order up a little bit. So here on this page, this is the certification prep page. You can scroll down. You could see either foundational level, which is the cloud practitioner, which I've gone over before, the solutions architect, the developer associate, and the sysops associate. And then we get into the professional and the specialty level certification exams. So there's been a little bit of changes over the past year. They really want to make sure as many people could understand the cloud as possible. So if you actually go here, there's a lot of free open source training, as well as paid training that you could get access to from AWS. They also give you access to all of these white papers and FAQs. Uh, it's recommended you go through all of the white papers. That's going to help you pass the exam hand over fist. At least it was for the solutions architect associate as well as the cloud practitioner. I know the solutions architect associate, I took it um, in person, and I have got to say, I went over that white paper around 3, 4, 5 times before I took my second attempt at that exam. So I went through the white papers over and over and over and over and over again. I highly recommend you go through and look at these white papers. And then also go and explore the open source training that they have. Here's the actual training page, which you'll be able to access through going to the different links and going through their training portion. I'll have a link to this in the description. I have it segmented for English. They have it in English, French, German, Arabic, Greek, Indonesian, Italian, Japanese, Korean, Portuguese, uh, simplified Chinese, Spanish, Thai, traditional Chinese, and Vietnamese. So they want to make sure as many people get access to this as possible. So you can go on here. You could see classroom training. You could also see digital training. You could filter it however you would like. I have it filtered to developer associate level knowledge. You could see exam readiness, AWS certification developer associate course here. You see courses, videos, curriculum, e-learning, you name it, they have it. So they do have a lot of free resources that you could have access to. So if you have not taken an exam before, you kind of want to just get an idea of either how much it is through Amazon, or if you want to get an idea of how much it would be online, you could go to this link that we'll have provided, and you could go and get an idea through there. Now, on to courses that we recommend, because, you know, not everything Amazon offers is going to be free, and you may want to pay a little bit less premium prices, even if it's not directly through the vendor. So, Stefan Merrick, I use his resources. I love his resources. I love his content. It helped me not with the cloud practitioner, but it did help me with the solutions architect associate. You can get access to his course through Udemy Pro. As I said before, uh, like with Jason Dion, there's a lot of amazing content you could get with Udemy Pro. I highly recommend you get it if you are going to be taking certifications for the long haul. But if not, $20 for his course, and you get 32 hours of on-demand content that's constantly being updated. Nine articles, one practice test, and lifetime access is not a bad deal. And then also, Stefan has another, uh, not really a course, but the practice exams, which again you could get through Udemy Pro. This is going to be 6 full-length practice tests. There's going to be 65 questions each that you could go through. Uh, as you see here, all questions have been rewritten, detailed. You could see when he updates them last. You could go on here. You could see 2021. So this was 2 months ago. This was last updated. So the instructors on Udemy, the reason why I love them, they are constantly coming back and updating these. At least the instructors I'm recommending to you are constantly coming back. They're updating their content every month or so to make sure that everything is as up to date as possible. Next up, Stefan, I'm sure this is great for his practice exams. As far as practice exams go, I'm going to tell you my recommendation is John Bonso. John Bonso and his dojo is the amazing, 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 amazing content. Sorry, as far as practice exams go, to get you prepared for an exam, you can't go wrong getting John Bonso's content. Hands down, the best instructor as far as practice exams. He recently started getting in Microsoft field, but overall, he's been doing a lot of AWS specialty exams, core exams, professional, associate, entry level with the practitioner, everything you need to know. And just like with all other practice exams, they have the answers, but he goes in depth and explains why an answer would be the way it is. There's one diagnostic exam and 5, which is 10 questions for the diagnostic exam and 5 exams. You're not getting as much as Stefan's, but I 100% guarantee this is going to be worth it. There is no doubt in my mind. And then lastly, Neil Davis. Uh, he's one of the newer instructors. I have not used his content, but I have had recommendations from a lot of people who swear by his content. So go ahead and give this a shot. At least preview the course for $18. It's not bad. You're getting 30 hours of content, 2 articles, a practice test. and lifetime access. So that's not terrible. That's great, actually. What kind of cloud provider person would I be if I did not recommend a cloud guru? I wouldn't be anything worth my salt. A cloud guru got me my first certification. They got me the AWS cloud practitioner that I've ever gotten. And it was the easiest time. I almost got 100%. I passed it on my first try. I had no doubt in my mind I was going to pass. Amazing work. They do an amazing work. They just got purchased by Pluralsight, so I'm sure they're going to have more resources to make more amazing content coming up. They have some of the best instructors that you could ever ask for. This is brought to you by Ryan Grunenberg and Faye Ellis. Great instructors. There's over 142 lessons, 12 hands-on labs, 10 courses, and one practice exam, and 16.5 hours of content. So their pricing does vary. So right now, if you pay yearly, you could get personal basic for $350. You get everything except for access to their sandboxes. If you want access to the sandboxes, it's going to be $468. Now, you could get it now or you could wait till Black Friday. Black Friday is probably going to go to 300 and 400 respectively for the two different plans. But I highly recommend you give it a shot. Just sign up, start for free, and just try it out. They do a circulation of free content every month. So being in the start of a new month, they do have new content coming out. I will provide a short video later, a short Amazon or a YouTube short later, just going over what free content they offer. But I highly recommend a Cloud Guru for their content for this course. So Cloud Academy. Cloud Academy, I've not actually, I personally have not used their platform. However, you can get a free trial from them. You're going to, the duration of this is going to be 44 hours. There's 12,000 students. It has a pretty high rating from those 12,000 students. It says here, how much content they had, 36 hours worth of content. You're going to have, 24 labs. Oh, that's great. That's actually great. So goes a little bit more about the author, how many courses, labs, learning paths he offers. As I said, I can't recommend this personally just because I've not actually utilized it myself. However, I can tell you a lot of people on various subreddits have utilized Cloud Academy. They've loved it. They've passed it on the first or second try. So they're obviously doing something right with their success rate. And I'm just saying personally for this particular exam or any exam, I've not actually used their platform, but I need to make sure you understand that these resources are out there. And again, you get a free trial to log in and utilize their content. And it's going to be a little bit more affordable for them as an individual. They're, or at least if you compare it to uh, the premium personal plus is what a cloud guru offers, but it's still going to be costly. This is still close to that $400 mark, and I do not believe that includes access to a cloud sandbox like ACG offers. So take that with what it is. It's going to be a little bit more expensive. Next up is Pluralsight. So Pluralsight is amazing, especially when their content is offered by one instructor, like this course here for the Developer Plus. So this is only taught by Ryan Lewis, amazing instructor. I have studied with this before. I do not believe it was as valuable to me as it was as the courses on A Cloud Guru. Now, I'm not saying this isn't valuable. Take in as many resources as possible, especially if you could go and you could get this free from either your school or your work. I know a lot of colleges do offer Pluralsight for free. Um, and hey, because they got purchased by, or they purchased a cloud guru, you probably will see the same content taught by Ryan and Faye coming over to Pluralsight coming up soon. So this actually may replace Ryan Lewis's learning path here in the coming months. So just watch out for that. Simply Learn. Now, Simply Learn does have a great success rate. I personally believe that Simply Learn teaches you to pass the exam, not to understand the knowledge. You can get enroll, you can look at their intro video just to get an idea to see if this sort of information is helpful to you, or if you're just wanting to pass the exam. I'm sure this is great for you. I personally prefer A Cloud Guru and Udemy from the instructors that are on there, just because I believe that the instructors on Udemy as well as A Cloud Guru want you to pass and understand the knowledge. That's why they have so much invested into learning paths, into supplemental knowledge you need to know outside of passing the exam, as well as lab scenarios and how to set up a lab and even how to set up your own sandbox in A Cloud Guru's sake. Next up, Free Code Camp. So Andrew Brown is the one who made this course. They're new to this, so the way they teach is going to be the way they teach for certification prep. It's newer. It's a little different. It's they're not their skills aren't as honed yet as they could be. That doesn't mean they're not great. I personally do think Free Code Camp, they make amazing content, especially when it comes to learning different coding software skills. When it comes to like certification prep, they're still learning, but they do offer amazing content and it's free. Go look at their YouTube channel. Go look up uh this course. Go look up the AWS Developer Associate course on and then Free Code Camp on YouTube. I'll even link the video in the channel description. So please go check it out. It's free. Why would you not take free course content? And then after you try the free content, then go try a trial over at one of the other platforms that we've mentioned earlier in the video. And then just add that knowledge on top of one each other. You could go at 1.5 speed, just kind of skim through, see what information you're missing or what wasn't in Andrew's course. Next up is going to be IT Pro TV. I love IT Pro TV, especially when it comes to traditional technology. When it comes to cloud, I believe most of their content is newer, so it's not something I've been privy to when I had my active subscription. But still, they make amazing content. And also, of course, as I've talked about in other videos, if you go to their personal plans, you could get it with the $50 a month. You get access to the practice tests, virtual labs, coaches, where they could coach you through how to be successful in your career. But if you just pay the standard $30 a month, you're only going to get access to the videos. So whenever you see here it says practice test, this is only with their premium content subscription. And then CBT Nuggets. CBT Nuggets, yes, it's going to be more expensive. You're going to pay, what was it, $600 a year. Yes, that is expensive. That is expensive. That is expensive. But look at all the features you're getting. You're getting coaching, playlists, online and offline view, Cyber Vista IT practice exams. That's the industry standard of practice exams. You're getting all this stuff to make your career as successful as possible. Now, again, that is a little bit pricey. So maybe you want to get an entry level certification passed first and get your feet wet somewhere else before you go and you commit to something like this. I understand that. Uh, I understand that completely. Or you could sign up, do a free trial. They have free trials where you could go on here and give it a shot. But with all that aside, the instructors for this course, Trevor Sullivan and Bart Castle. Bart does an amazing job teaching AWS. I I love Bart. I love his content. I've studied his content for the Solutions Architect Associate. That wasn't the first resource I used. Of course, A Cloud Guru is the first one, but I as I said, use multiple instructors. Add your knowledge. See where the what gaps you're missing. Just learn it, learn it, learn it. I love Bart's content. He does a great job. CBT Nuggets. They're going to give you nugget sized pieces of information. So each video is going to be, each lesson, they have 355 video. Each one's going to be about 15 minutes long here and there. They have over 40 hours of content altogether. So, go study on your lunch break. Oh, great. I learned this. Okay, break or not even lunch break, just your normal 15-minute break. Okay, great. I studied a new thing on my break. Cool. That's awesome. And then it's easier for you to retain because you're not taking in 50 things at once. You're taking a small chunk sized piece of information, learning it in 15 minutes, take a break, go to lunch, maybe take on two more lessons or three more. You don't want to take your whole lunch. You want to actually eat too. You need to keep your health up. But that's one reason why I do love their content. It gives you time to breathe and do other things. Lastly, you want to have more than just one way to digest content. So staring at a screen all day may not be the best thing, or staring at a screen listening to someone may not always be the best thing. So go get a Kindle version, get a paperback version. They're both the same price from Amazon. The AWS official training and certification. This is taught by Nick, as well as Jennifer, Casey, Wes, Azim, Helwald, Marif, as well as Santosh and Michael. A lot of collaboration here on this certification book. But as you see by the ratings, everyone recommends it. I've seen a lot of people recommend this. Cybex does a great job vetting their instructors and a great job with their books. So I do recommend almost every single Cybex exam book. Not everyone, because I have seen some that were duds, but I do recommend a whole lot of Cybex certification prep exam books. So without further ado, I really do hope you enjoyed the content here. I hope it helps you pass the exam. If it did, great. Let me know and let me know what specific resources you used, or if you used all of them. Holy moly, that's a lot of content, but great. I'm glad it helped you pass. Um, Without further ado, I will see you in the next video. Thank you for stopping by, and get out there, get certified, and up your career. See you, tech heads.